Yeah, I mean they're an offensive team anyway. They want to run and gun, play a little bit of what we call racehorse hockey. So they want to get up and down the ice and play, an odd man rush game back and forth. And it doesn't usually suit us well. It doesn't suit the team who's ahead of the game well. So when we started off up 3, they were going to run even harder than they usually do. And you saw in Binghamton the other night, they were stretching guys and had breakaways and things like that. That's the up-pace game that they want to play. So it allowed them to loosen up and just try to score goals. And that's a dangerous thing when a team as skilled and as fast as them has really no ambition to play defense. They're just trying to catch up. We gave them too many power plays, and they capitalized on a couple of them late there. But we found a way to win the game, in part by that first minute. So it's a strange thing that happened, but it helped us get the win. So we'll look back on that start and laugh.
And was the message going to the third obviously just to play defensively and not take those penalties that you took a couple you mentioned?
Well, we didn't need any more goals kind of thing. It's one of these things where if you're going into a game up by a couple in the third period, you should shut that game down all the time. Good teams do it. Winning teams do it. You can't win a championship giving up leads in the third period. So, we wanted to go in there and make sure we were playing tight defensively. And when you have penalties and things like that, obviously it gives them momentum, gives them opportunities that 5-on-5 play wouldn't present. So, it wasn't an ideal period. It wasn't an ideal game. But, like I said, we pretty much won ourselves a game in the first 30 seconds. And, you don't see that too often. So we'll enjoy it for tonight.
And obviously a good start to the week, but you want to continue that 2 more games this weekend. You obviously want to keep things going.
Yeah, no, it's a big way to close out the before the Christmas break. Get 5 days off, and in my 8 years playing pro, sometimes you see the minds wander a little bit towards the end of these these weekends where you got a break coming up, and you just want to get into the break and things like that. So we got to really focus hard. Points are very important to us right now. I mean, we're on the bottom half. We're in the mix, but we're in the bottom half, and we want to climb every inch of the way. So. To start a weekend with a win, and we haven't done that in a couple weeks in a row. So to get a win to start our week off is great, and then we got to continue this going because we got to make up some ground.
Obviously, every game's important, but especially these East Division games. You play Binghamton tonight. I think it's Hershey on Friday. It's kind of like a proverbial 4-point game.
Yeah, you're gonna play these rivals a lot, especially down the stretch. Second half when you're playing 50 games between January 1st and the end of the season, you're gonna run into these guys a lot. So. You want to win your divisional games. You want to move up the standing as far as you can and make sure you're in a good position to start that second half push without being too far behind the 8 ball. So, we've sort of been chasing teams since October essentially, and every game counts, like I say, and we want to make sure we're taking points and not giving anything away for free. You give games away when you show up without the effort. You give games away when you show up not really mentally prepared and thinking about the break coming up or whatever. So we got to really push that out of our minds. Focus on taking these as many points as we can in the next 2 games and using that to our advantage.
You mentioned trying to move up in the standings. This game moved you past the Senators, 3rd in the league. Now, being that it's still relatively early in the season, is that something that you guys focus on a lot? Or
I try not to. I usually don't look at the standings much until the last 15 games of the year. If you win your games, you're going to be fine. We've been sitting around 500, fighting around 500 for a while now, and I know that's usually in this league that doesn't do it. You got to get around 90, 100 points if you want to make it into the playoffs. So we got to obviously win a few more, but like I say, I don't really look at the standings much. I just want to make sure that we're winning our games, and then steps up the ladder will come.
Now back to the first 30 seconds there. Have you ever seen a goalie pulled that fast?
No, that was a crazy thing. It's not his fault either. The first one, 2-on-1, Strachan puts it right in the roof. Second one, Jason throws one, a perfect shot off the post and in. The one that I scored probably he wished he had back, but by then he's squeezing the stick a little bit nervous, and a 2-hopper beats him through the 7-hole. You'll never see that again, and I'm sure he's never going to have a game like that again. It's one of these things. I've played against this gentleman many times, and he's never let in 3-and-3 shots before. So he's a good goaltender. He's going to come back the next game and never make those mistakes again. But as I've said a bunch of times, I'll sure as hell take it right now.
It's almost like something out of a video game.
Yeah, I've never even done it in a video game. So it's really it's crazy. I'm going to maybe watch the first 30 seconds of tape tomorrow and try to get some more confidence out of it or something, try to squeeze this for all it's worth.
Not a long review time for you guys then. First 30 seconds of action right there.
That's it. We won the game 30 seconds in. So, we can see if we can do that again. If we can do that again, we'll be good. Simple game, right?